Hi, hello, and welcome to Fixing with Gamify Me, the fixing channel where I help you fix your gaming problems because I had nothing better to do while waiting for my hard drive so I could fix mine. Today, I will show you 3 different methods for fixing Joy-Con drift. To begin, let's start with the simplest of methods, calibration. This method only requires 3 ingredients: a Nintendo Switch, an offending Joy-Con, and just a pinch of insanity and the love of danger. This method is so simple, even your technology illiterate grandmother or teacher could do this. Open Settings, select Controllers and Sensors, and scroll down to Calibrate Sticks. Once the controller is selected, click X to recalibrate your Joy-Con and follow the instructions on the screen. If the dot isn't snapping back to the center when you release, this method probably won't work for you. The second method targets the cleanliness of your Joy-Con, which, if you think about it, is really a reflection of your own personal hygiene. Only 4 ingredients are required for this method: isopropyl, also known as rubbing alcohol, 1 obstinate Joy-Con, some cotton swabs, and just a splash of unfounded hope. When you look under the toggle stick, you'll see a soft rubber skirt meant to keep dust, dirt, and your nasty human skin cells out from inside the toggle stick. To clean inside, combine the tip of the cotton swab with the rubbing alcohol. I'll slide this underneath the rubber skirt and rubber on the base of the toggle stick. If you're really feeling wild, you can try and use something like an eyedropper or pipette and drop 1 single drop of rubbing alcohol inside underneath the rubber skirt. Try not to push buttons while your controller is still wet, because it turns out electronics and liquids don't tend to mix very well. While still wet, move the toggle stick around to work the cleaner in better. Then, if you'd like, place your controller on a baking sheet and slide it in the oven at room temperature for 5 to 15 minutes or until the Joy-Con is completely dry. Please, allow me to reiterate. Do not turn on the oven! If you do, you'll end up with a rather melted and entirely useless Joy-Con, which for some of you might be an improvement. If Joy-Con drift still occurs, or if it returns, you need to move on to the 3rd and final method. For this method, you've entirely given up on your Joy-Con working, unless you entirely replace the toggle stick and put a new one in. Required ingredients are 1 replacement toggle stick, a Phillips screwdriver, a tri-tip screwdriver, and 1 almost entirely useless Joy-Con. There are optional options as well, like something to store the screws in, a set of tweezers, some firm plastic to help pry things. Metal's not that great. And if you really feel you need the good fortune, an offering to Nintendo. This fix is a bit more challenging, but I'm sure you can follow along. To begin this fix, remove the 4 back screws with the tri-tip screwdriver. Separate the back plastic from the front. Lift from the side opposite the black bar and lift straight upward. Then you may fold open. These 2 parts can stay connected. At this point, you're given a choice. You can either remove the battery or leave it connected. If you choose to remove the battery, follow the wires down to the base connected to the controller. Grip near the base and lift firmly straight up. It should fairly easily pop out. Set aside the black tri-tip screws to save for later. Moving on to the Phillips screwdriver, remove the 3 gold screws. There's 2 in the middle and 1 at the base. Afterward, this plastic can be lifted, but be careful, it's still connected. If you wish to disconnect this portion, lift the black tab gently and the cable will easily slide out. Next, lift the gray tab and slide its corresponding cable out. Move this cable out of the way and then use the Phillips screwdriver to remove the 2 final screws. Don't forget to lift the black tab and remove the cable connected to the toggle stick before trying to remove the toggle stick. Once you have removed the entirely useless toggle stick, just do everything you did, but in reverse. After placing the replacement in, return the first 2 screws. When sliding the cables in, ensure the tabs are lifted before sliding them back in. Lowering the tab will lock the cables into place. When attaching the cable connected to the plastic backing we previously removed, please ensure that the gold metal is pointing upwards, not downwards. Once connected, the plastic can be folded back into its place. If you chose to remove the battery, to place it back in, make sure the side with the metal near the end is facing downwards and press the connector back into its slot until it clicks in. Before screwing anything else in, now is a good time to pause and test to make sure all the buttons still work. You can fold it closed, push all the buttons, and make sure the lights still turn on. If they do, now's a good time to continue. If they don't, you might want to check and see what wasn't connected properly. Screw back in the plastic. Slide the battery back into its place, and then you can close the Joy-Con. Do be careful. Make sure to fold the cables inside so they don't get caught, and then push straight down. You should hear a nice crisp snap when it comes together. Screw in those 4 tri-tip screws, and you're finally done. If this final method has not worked for you, I would suggest finding the closest comforting item and crying into it as you realize you are either entirely inept or you've been left with a very inefficient, high-tech paperweight, and you will either have to buy a new Joy-Con or get used to the drift as you slowly go insane. I do hope you've enjoyed your time during Fixing with Gamify Me, and I hope that you come back to Gamify yourself. Bye! Alright guys, I'm back! So, couple things. I had ended up having to fix Joy-Con drift myself, so I figured why not make a video of it, because like I said, I literally had nothing to do while waiting for my hard drive. It did literally take several months to get my hard drive back. It was in there for forever. And even then they weren't able to recover everything for me. I only was able to get, I don't know, maybe 50%. So luckily, the majority of the stuff that I had filmed was already on YouTube, so we were good. Not so luckily, I might have lost my face cam for the next 2 episodes of Undertale. So, from what I've seen, I do have the audio, my audio recording for the next episode of Undertale. The one after that, I have the gameplay. And I think I have the thumbnail. So, if you guys have anything you'd like me to do during that game of Undertale, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to restart the whole game and get back to the same spot, which I can do, but I'd really rather not if I don't have to. So let me know. I have a surprise for when we get to 50 subscribers. There's something that I got that I'm really excited to show you guys. So when we get to 50, I'll show you guys. I'm super excited for it. I think that's it. I'm back. I'm going to be doing 1 episode per week right now, just because I need to keep my sanity while working my day job. So we'll do 1 episode per week, and then depending on how things go and if I get better at editing and things like that, then we'll probably increase it. But for now, let's just do 1. But I'm excited to be back. I hope you guys are excited to see me, and we're gonna keep going. I have some fun plans. So, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Ooh. My cheeks are killing me.